warriors, warriors, warriors. Hello, warriors, 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 warriors,
Voice for the district.
warriors, warriors, warriors,
Hello, Warriors. It's me, T Warrior One. That music you just heard from me was from a good friend of mine. He goes by Voice the Name out of San Antonio, Texas District Ad Productions. We got some stuff to talk about today. I know the first. Hold on, let me play that for y'all again in case you didn't hear it. I'm gonna let you hear how awesome this is. When my technology get up to par, watch this. Listen to this. Hold on. Now I done messed it up. Trying to impress y'all. Hold on, just a second. Because I have to play this again. It's an awesome tune. This was made just for my live shows.
warriors, warriors.
Let's listen to that beginning.
Hello, warriors, 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 warriors.
Voice for the district.
So that's my new personally made soundtrack by Voice the Name from here in San Antonio, Texas. He has a record label, District Ad Productions, an amazing producer. He did that beat just for me, so I thank you, brother. We've known each other for years. What's up, Oz? What's up? I am happy in you. We're gonna let a few people get on here before we get a little. Don't forget it. 2 is enough to me. What I want to talk about is what we're referring to now as the slap heard around the world. And I know y'all probably tired of hearing about it, but I got to give my point of view about the whole thing. If you watch, all 8 people that watched the Oscars last night, they recognize that Will Smith apparently got on stage and slapped Chris Rock in the face. Now, just to give a recap, Chris Rock is a comedian. Comedians make jokes. Comedians might hurt your feelings, but their whole point is to make you laugh. Will Smith knows this because he's pseudo a comedian. So what happened last night, Chris Rock, he was going through the crowd. He did a few jokes about Javier Bardem and a couple other celebrities, that whole thing, and everybody laughed. Then he gives a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith, because she's sitting there with the Sinead O'Connor going, with the Grace Jones. And all of a sudden, Chris Rock, he's there, and Jada, I'd like to thank you. I can't wait to see you in G.I. Jane 2, right? And so Will is cracking up. If you see Will, he's laughing. Oh, that's a good one because she's bald. And then what happens after this? So Will goes, he takes a little stroll, and it looks like one of those moments in the award shows where, 2 guys, one guy just goes off the cuff, gets on stage. Hey, look at me. He gets up there and reaches back into Mississippi and slaps the taste out of Chris Rock's mouth. So Chris Rock looks surprised. Now, a lot of people saying it's staged. We'll get into that. But I just got to get my take on the whole thing. And this goes into how our society views relationships between men and women now. Because look at the whole situation. At first, Will was fine with it. Now, he's a celebrity in Hollywood, so he's heard some pretty messed up stuff before and probably seen and done some pretty messed up stuff. So he wasn't surprised about this. I mean, he couldn't have been that surprised about the joke. It really wasn't even that heavy of a joke, to be honest. It's a lot of things he could have said to piss Will off concerning Jada Pinkett. One fact is that they're in this open relationship. She's sleeping with dudes, and ain't no telling who he's sleeping with, and they doing all this stuff they want to do, and that's the relationship they have. Yet he gets mad at a dude for poking fun at his wife's crew cut. So Will gets up there and he reaches back and pops him. Wow. And it goes on. And what does Chris Rock say? he's he stopped and he was like, Will Smith just slapped me, right? And everybody's laughing and chuckling, but you could tell it really got to him. And at the end, he kind of wow, that he tried to make a joke out of it. But let's imagine for once that was Tracy Morgan that slapped Will Smith. They would have dragged that dude out of that arena or opera house, wherever they were at, because nobody watches the Oscars except the people that are in there. But if that had happened, if that was Tracy Morgan or somebody who we don't see as like the super top celebrities, like Chris Rock, Will Smith. I mean, them guys been in the game for 30 something years. But if it was one of them guys like Michael B. Jordan or something went up there and slapped Chris Rock, oh man, they got dragged out there. They definitely wouldn't have stayed in the front row, and they definitely wouldn't have gotten an Oscar presented to them. But for some reason, Will Smith just hung out in the front row after that. So I can see why people would think it was staged. Now, me personally, looking at the reaction that he had at the end, I can't say that it was staged. Because I don't know that. I wasn't a part of what they were doing. But look at the way we are in society now. Men are expected to protect women. We're expected to do that. If you're sitting at Denny's or Wendy's or wherever, and a guy walks up and disrespects your woman, you're going to do one of the things. It depends on what he does too, but you're going to be expected to defend her honor. And let's reverse those roles. If Will was sitting in the audience and what's one of these unfunny women comedians, Amy Schumer, made some kind of joke about Will, do you think for 1 minute Jada Pinkett is going to get up there and slap that woman? No, she ain't going to do nothing but giggle and laugh and go have some martinis. But that's what's expected. It's like men are expected to be old fashioned and women are expected to be strong and independent. Because if you notice after he did the joke, everybody was laughing. Nobody in that place was like, oh, how could he say that about Jada? Because nobody really knew her hair situation. She has alopecia, which means she's going bald. Cheers, mate. I used to have hair. Now I don't. I used to have hair down to my shoulder blades. Now I don't. It's gone. George, if I let it grow out, I'll have a full Uncle Phil. But what I'm saying is nobody really knew she had this ailment or whatever's going on. Nobody knew. I'm pretty sure Chris Rock didn't know, because if he did, he wouldn't have said nothing about it. But to me, it looked like she was just sitting up there with one of those crew cuts. Like, and look, it's not like we're not used to seeing bald-headed women. We've seen bald-headed women for a long time. I'll give you a few of them. Grace Jones, Sinead O'Connor. Who else? Maxine Waters. Bunch of bald-headed women out there. We ain't surprised by it. And if she felt so sensitive about it, why would she have sat in the front row without a head covering or something? You so embarrassed, but you come out your head looking like mine. So now you imagine a grown man walking up slapping another grown man in public. Now, had that been me, Will would have been headed back to West Philadelphia, where he was born and raised, or he'd have just had to whoop me on that stage. But I wasn't gonna take no slap like that. No. But and then we have the other side, which think it was all a fix, which would make sense. The problem is nobody gives a crap about the Oscars. So either Chris Rock and Will got a new big something going on to where they need everybody to pay attention to them. They got a new movie, new book, new something. They need to draw some publicity. Then that's understandable. But if you really think about it, the government, Hollywood, music, education, they all tied in with the same liberal ideology. So it wouldn't even surprise me if one of them called up, hey, we need a little diversion, man. This stuff getting a little hot, the high gas prices, the stuff in Ukraine, them trying to teach kids how to get in touch with their feminine side, and men can be women and women can be men and all this. And so when you get to that point, they probably do need a distraction because they know we ain't for this. When they start looking, most Americans don't go for that stuff. We don't want no weird dude talking to our kids about sex. Because when you talk to a child about transgender, homosexuality, any of that stuff, you're talking about sex. You cannot talk about homosexuality without talking about sex. But this is something that they're doing now. They're in school teaching, are they having drag queen storybook hour. They're having all this ridiculous stuff. And so when you look at it in the whole, most Americans ain't for that. They might play like they are so they won't get fired, but most Americans are not for that. Most Americans, believe, okay, father needs to be at home, mother needs to be at home, children need to be raised right to be productive citizens, abiding by the law, so on and so forth. Most Americans. But if you look at TV, they're how you thinking everybody's for that mess. Everybody's for transgenders. Look, let me tell you, gay people, transgenders, lesbians, whatever you want to call them, they don't even like each other most of the time. But we make it seem like those people get together and they let's go meet up in the park and eat Cheerios or whatever. And them folks can't stand each other either. When you ever seen just a group of lesbians hanging out with a group of trannies? You might see it somewhere, but they don't like each other. And then now look what else we got. Our top female swimmer is a man. I mean, Johnson and everything. Dude out there just swimming away. You imagine some 5'2" lady or 5'7" lady. She been practicing since she was 5 years old to swim. I mean, getting out there at 5 a.m. Dad throwing her in the lake. Girl, you can do it. She out here swimming her tail off, man. I mean, running, getting the cardio up, eating right. Man, she makes it through elementary school. She makes it through high school. Then she starts her college career. And then she runs into Long Johnson Davis, big 6'4" dude, talking about he's a woman. He's a woman. So I guess Shaq will be able to put a wig on and some lipstick and just go dominate the WNBA. At this point, I can dominate the WNBA and I can't even play basketball. I know it's a shocker, a black man that sucks at basketball, but I do. Sorry. But, if you imagine that, imagine Mike Tyson, he could still fight. Imagine Mike Tyson said, you know what? No, I feel like I'm such a woman. I'm going to go join female boxing. This dude will be in prison for killing like 18 women. There's a difference, but they want to distract. So if you look at this whole Will Smith thing, and we're all up on it, to me, it's just super entertaining. It doesn't hold a lot of water to me. It's entertaining. Like if I saw a dude slap a guy at the butt, if Will Smith and Chris Rock worked at the local Popeye's chicken and one of them slapped the other at the bus stop, I wouldn't even be doing a live about it. So that shows you how much it really doesn't matter. It's just they're two famous people. It's popular. We think it's fun. Ha, ha, ha. But to me, it really does seem like a distraction. Look how quickly it just exploded. Now, you're not thinking about high gas prices, Ukraine. You're not thinking about, and to be honest, I don't give a crap about Ukraine. I'm sorry. Do you see Ukraine sending any resources over here to stop the violence in inner city Chicago and to stop all the abortions and the fentanyl overdoses? They ain't worried about that. But they're writing a check, sending them billions of dollars of our money to them to help them. And it's stupid. So, I'm hoping we get Donald Trump back in there some kind of way, because or one of them Trumps, any Trump will do. Shoot, Barron Trump will do better than Joe Biden at this point. And don't get me started. Lord, please just keep Joe Biden alive so we do not have Kamala Harris as president. Because see, what you don't know about the significance of the passage of time. You see, the significance of the passage of time means that time, when it passes, is very significant to the passageway of the time that had happened earlier on Wednesday. This woman is dumb as a sack of rocks duct taped to a brick. Kamala Harris I actually believe she's dumber than Joe Biden. And this dude is like brain dead. He's like a zombie. I mean, they showed a comparison. When Donald Trump went to visit the troops in Iraq, man, they were taking pictures with him, dapping each other up, eating sandwiches. Hey, it's President Trump. Man, they over there, Joe Biden eating, looking like there's an old gut with the food falling out of his mouth. Nobody's paying attention to him. Nobody, hey, Joe, what's up, man? Tell us about corn pop or something. Nobody's talking to this dude. It almost looked like a bunch of kids went and visited their grandpa at a nursing home because it was his birthday party and you had to go. That's what it looked like. This is the president of the United States. So you imagine how other nations are viewing us, could you imagine how other nations are looking at us? When Trump was president, what'd he do? He walked into North Korea like a boss. He walked through North Korea, stepped over there. No other president had done that. Trump boosted the economy, unemployment fell, gas was low, border, he was working on the border, wasn't people pouring in like it is now. And what's the first thing that Sleepy Joe did? Stop the border wall construction, stop the Keystone Pipeline, the whole nine. His main objective, him and Barry and Big Mike in the White House, and then Hillary Clinton, their objective was to destroy the country. You know, now I know I'm saying controversial things. They like to remove my live streams, but I'm gonna tell you what. They knew we got to destroy this country. It's like they want to sell us out to China or some mess. I mean, if anybody's at this point is stupid, we saw how the election went. We see how everything you tell. I don't care if you have a Beto O'Rourke tattoo on the back of your head and a Hillary Clinton tattoo on your neck, and a doggone me Stacey Abrams movement on. You know for a fact Trump is a better president than Joe Biden would be in 5 million years. You know it. Because Trump cared about the country. Tell me why he's the only president, to my knowledge, now I could be wrong. Tell me why he's the only president to ever lose wealth going into office. I mean, being president. Obama comes out a freaking millionaire. All the presidents comes out millionaire. They're getting paid to do speeches and all that, the whole nine. And let me read some of y'all's because I don't want y'all to think I'm ignoring me. So let me go back a little bit, read some of these comments. Hold on just a second. Let me see what we got. I'm going to create a spot for you on my Discord. I am not going back and reading all of them. But anyway, like I said, you know, our country right now, it kind of feels like we're living in a doggone me on a TV show or something. You know, I was talking to somebody about Tyler Perry. Now, some of his movies are okay, but Tyler Perry is a 6'5" black man who gives relationship advice to black people while dressed like an old black lady. Let that sink in. A 6'5" black man dressed like an old black lady giving relationship advice to black people. What we come to? What? I mean, it's ridiculous. Now, the highest thing we got to look forward to is getting slapped at the Oscars. But seriously, I mean, we got it was hot in here, but we got all this stuff going on. The schools, they're trying to destroy the education system, trying to poison the mind of the children. And we see it all over the place. Like even the law that they passed in Florida, which really eliminates grooming children, teaching children sexual things at a young age, you know, getting them ready for the pedophiles, because that's what they're doing in schools. They're trying to get your kids ready and used to pedophilia. And so the law is against that. You can't talk to these little kids about this. And what do the celebrities do? Like clockwork. Oh, so what they instantly lie and they say the bill is called Don't Say Gay. That's not what the bill is called. Now, I don't remember the exact name of the bill, but I know it ain't called no Don't Say Gay. You know, in your daily life, be honest. Do you ever really see somebody mistreating gay people, or do you just see these overly flamboyant, angry gay people assuming everybody hates them for no reason? Similar to black people. You only doing that because I'm gay. You only doing that because I'm gay. Nobody gives a crap that you're gay, dude. The only thing we hate is that you're throwing it in our face. When I leave the house in the morning, I don't walk around, hey, man, I'm straight. I'm straight and I'm proud. Hey, I'm straight, man. Straight. I love women. Coochie all day. Like, I'm not doing that. So if that's who you are, be who you are. That's your business. I don't have to agree with it. But if that's who you are, be who you are, right? That's your thing. But don't think you got to force me to believe what you believe and to feel how you feel and think what you're doing is all right. Because that ain't cool. You know, It's not. And it's even to the point to where I'm gonna call myself something and get mad because you don't call. So what if I say I identify as the owner of your house? You gonna let me live there? You gonna let me take the house? You gonna give me the deed? I identify as a billionaire. So I can just go around buying car lots. Well, so you need a check. No, I don't. I identify as a billionaire. So I want this place. I mean, it's almost like people of it have just completely went away from reality. You know, you got all these different so-called genders. I think they're up to like 75 now. I don't even know. Z, zero, zim, him, no, choco, chick, chop, dragon foot. I don't know. Whatever they come up with. Now it's a new gender every week. But I guarantee you, somebody break in their house and do something wrong, and they call the police. The police will be like, "Can you identify the person?" They're not going to be like, "Well, it was a them, they, their, zir, and they were non-binary, choosing /back #234." You're not going to be doing all that. You're going to say it was a big old black dude with a gun, or a big old white dude with a gun, a little short white woman with a knife. You're going to say what it was. But now they got everybody just so screwed up. People are afraid to tell the truth. But you can see people are starting to get tired of it too. They're starting to get tired. Like, man, I ain't biting my tongue for nobody. I done lived 42 long years enough to not be walking around biting my tongue for everybody so your feelings don't get hurt. Your feelings gonna get hurt. That's part of life. 5-year-olds know that. Your feelings are gonna get hurt. Somebody's not gonna like what you say or what you have to do or what you believe in. Somebody's not gonna like it. But when you get to the point of trying to force people to do it, and all these fake people, these Republicans who they're pretending like they're with the show, but they're rhinos, Republicans in name only. You know, they'll stick with you, but when it seemed like look at the whole election thing. Like Lindsey Graham, one of the fieriest guys when it comes to defending liberty. But when it came to defending Trump, he was off of that. Like, no, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Mike Pence, even Mike Pence. We was like, Mike Pence is the ace in the hole. We know he gonna set this straight. And I know some of you political scholars gonna be like, well, he couldn't quite do anything according to statute 392. You don't even know that. Quit you listening to TikTok. Y'all know everybody on TikTok is a history major and all that mess. Anyway, the way we look at everybody that's a Republican is not a conservative, man. Some people just got in there so they can get into office. That's it. They still have the same state of mind, everything. But even look at sports. I mean, just compare the athletes from 20 years ago to today. Now, we might say, man, they're better. They're awesome. But these dudes are the wimpiest, most punkish crybabies. Look at LeBron Crybaby James. This man, rich, big old buff brother, strong, could buy anything he wants, and cries about racism all the time. I mean, you look at the games. You can't even, every play is a foul because they too hurt. You got to protect them. If I'm paying you millions of dollars, you're going to be playing with a broken leg. Get out there. You got the millions to patch that wound. But it's a bunch of just weak crybaby dudes. They're like emotional women. You know, everybody, you ever notice when one of them wins an award, first person they think is their mom, what about their daddy? Every dad didn't leave a kid because they didn't want to be around them. Sometimes they just couldn't deal with the crazy mama. But, you know, especially young black men, they don't think nothing about their fathers. Now, I ain't gonna say every one of them, but look at over the whole, my mama, man, she was there for me. She had to be there for you. She was your mother. Your father was supposed to be there, but she ran him off. Because you got all these strong women. I'm a strong woman. And you a strong and alone woman. All by yourself. Being strong. I got money. I got my car. And that man don't want nothing to do with you now because you just telling him, all you telling him is he can't do nothing for you. You throwing in his face all your accomplishment. I mean, it's weird how the identity in America, it's like the roles have switched. Men are expected to be docile, humble, submissive, and women are expected to be overbearing and domineering. I'm a real woman out here. But man, let me tell you what. I'm giving an example. Saw these three lesbian women. and their car broke down, and they were trying to do a jump on the car with the cables. I left to do what I had to do. I came back 30 minutes later. They were still trying to jump the car, and they were looking at me. They were looking at me like they wanted me to come help, but they didn't want to say nothing. And I'm like, no, y'all supposed to be dudes. You walk around with the flat top and the baseball caps and all this stuff, walking with the hard gait like a man. Who said they're getting tired of warrior talking? Let me see what we got over here. Anybody get tired of me talking? Click off. You clicked on here to say you're tired. I don't get that one. Anyway, it's hot in here because I turned my AC off because it makes too much noise. But the whole thing we're talking about is America has like a very distorted view right now. Even look at entertainment. How did we go from Me Too to WAP? Wet AP. Y'all know what I mean? How do we go from that to that? But it's just it's deception. We didn't go from one to another. They both were occurring. One was a lie and the other one was occurring the whole time. You're telling your kids that it's okay. It's okay if you really think you're a woman. It's okay if you really think you're a man, even though you're a little kid. And this kid grows up confused, and now you blaming somebody else for their problems. Like putting your kid on all these psychotropic drugs, Ritalin, all this other stuff that you don't want to discipline your child. So you're putting them on drugs, and then you're surprised when they hit 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, they're drug addicts. On meth, they've been doing meth since they was 12, but you've been giving them pills. You know, they mouth off to you. Instead of you putting discipline on them, you just go to the doctor say, give them these pills. But what you're doing is creating a drug addict. Because that little boy now, if he goes through any trouble, he or she, if they go through any trouble in their life, they're going to instantly know, I need to get some sort of drug so I can fix it. So what do? They go get that high stuff. They go get them some meth, some heroin, the whole nine. And you sitting there looking on the news, they found another overdosed little girl under a bridge because you wasn't paying attention. You were busy. Instead of you, and I know everybody don't agree with spanking, but sometimes you got to tighten that butt up. Sometimes you got to get a little strap. Pop, pop. Then I tell you, go sit your little butt down. That's missing today. Like these kids, when I was a kid, I wouldn't dare say none of the stuff these kids say to their parents at all. Go clean up your room. No, you clean it up. I ain't clean up. No, I hate you. Man, I'll be still limping today. But discipline is gone. The grandmas don't even want to be grandmas no more. Grandmas don't want grandma, grandpa. Look at TikTok. You'll see a 65-year-old lady with some dang yoga pants, boobs hanging out. Hey, y'all young boys, y'all need to get rid of them young girls and come with experiences. Ooh-hoo. Girl, go sit your little Geritol prune eating, wrinkled up, wig wearing butt down somewhere. You should be making cookies and biscuits for your grandkids. Teaching the grandbabies, the little girls how to grow up and be women, but you too busy. They're competing with the young girls for men now. The young 20-year-olds, oh, we could be Balenciaga and Gucci and all this stuff. And the old lady sitting back like, I'm going to get me some of them young men's because women ain't taught to be women no more at all. And it's encouraged. Girl, you're a queen. You're fierce. You're the best. You're rough and tough. Okay, be fierce, be the best, be rough and tough. And the next time your house catch on fire, call some of them fierce, best, rough and tough fire women to kick the dough down. And now there are women that do fire, but I guarantee you the majority are men. Yep. Call some of them little short 5'5" women to come knock down the door and drag you downstairs and all your relatives. I ain't never seen an all-woman police force, never seen an all-female military. They of course they probably want it that way by now. They letting men dress like women in the military. Oh gosh. Y'all imagine that one? Us, where do you come from? This is Mother Russia. You cannot come to this land. My name LaFawn, and I'm here to defend this country, child. I am a strong woman. A big old tall brother out there thinking he's a woman. Ooh, it's bombs going off. It's bombs. Come on, man. It's America. See this flag? People died for that. People went over and got blown to pieces for that. Not so we can go and piss on the flag. That's what we're doing every day. Remember when Barack Obama, I believe it was 2015. I could be mistaken about the year. But when he had the rainbow colors on the White House, after he, however, legalized gay marriage. And then what was everybody saying? He's the first gay president, but we don't want to touch on that. Him and Big Mike, Big Mike Obama. We don't want to touch on that right now, But what I'm saying is it's an agenda being pushed. It's an agenda that's being pushed on everyone. And they want you just to accept that stuff. When somebody says something loud enough, long enough, and frequently enough, eventually people are going to believe it, no matter how much of a lie it is. Look how many people believe in the Easter Bunny. Look at how many people freaking literally dress up like a bunny rabbit and hide eggs in the yard. Hiding eggs in the yard for your kids to go and eat. Just think about this. If somebody invited you to their home, say, I want you and your family to come to my house for dinner. It's going to be delicious. And you go to their house and you be like, well, where's the food? They say, oh, we hid it in the yard. You got to go find it. Then you can eat. Ain't nobody going to eat. I don't care if they had them plates wrapped up top to bottom in plastic. Nobody's going to eat that mess. But yeah, we'll hide candy and eggs in the yard and watch the kids shuffle and get them. Yay, they finding food in the yard like some peasants. We'll take our kids to a place to find food in a yard. So that shows you how easily people believe stuff that's not true. You just tell them long enough. Tooth fairy, all that garbage. So now look. So what do we have? We have Hacky Sacky, circle back Sacky. She's in the White House. That woman, every time she breathes, she's telling a lie. She can't even answer. I'm surprised she's still there. I figured she would have quit by now, to be honest. But I know that linebacker Simone Sanders wanted to be the press secretary for a while, but I guess she ended up quitting on Wakanda Kamala. Yeah, so that's where we at right now. Democrats love war. War is a big business. I don't know why people don't get that. Every time, look at most times we've been to war, it's been a Democrat in office. Trump was shutting stuff down. You try some if you want to, we'll light you up. That's why a lot of them were scared to do anything when Trump was in office. They weren't going to do nothing. Russia did not try nothing when Trump was in office at all. But they know that war is big business. So when they get in there, boy, they bumping their elbows and they already know all the political ties and business ties and everything they got because they've been doing it for a long time. Joe Biden been in there for a long time. Even back before he was hanging out with Corn Pop, he'd been in there doing that. And so look at his son. You talking about Joe Biden was one of the hardest people going against crack. If we find you with this much crack, you need to go to prison. Then his crackhead son got all okay. That shows your hypocrisy. I mean, his son's a crackhead. They got the laptop from hell. They got him doing all kind of stuff, smoking crack, probably juggling penguins. Ain't no telling what he's doing in there. But now Biden's out. Oh, that's not true. That's not true. Like I said, I hope something miraculous happens where he's not dead and Kamala don't get to be president and all three of them, him and Pelosi, and Wakanda Kamala are gone, far away. Send them over there. Send them to the other countries they hate more than, they love more than America. Send them to Zimbabwe or some crap, I would love to see that. Send AOC to Zimbabwe. Kamala. Matter of fact, send Kamala to go find Wakanda. Just put in a plane and drop her off somewhere. She'll probably get raised by a pack of hyenas or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I got for right now. Let me check out some of y'all's chats. Let me read this stuff. I'm a little slow when it comes to it, so don't be mad at me. Okay, we got Randall Oliver. Says the Bible says, raise them in the way they should go. And when they are old, they will not depart. That's the parent's fault. Quit blaming that on the kid. Are you right about that? It is the parent's fault. But once the kid leaves the house, see, that's what people don't get. As a parent, your responsibility is not to stop your kid from doing wrong. Did your parents stop you from doing everything wrong? No. But what your responsibility is to teach your kid right from wrong, to be teach them to be a productive citizen, not to be out there breaking laws and carrying on. Teach them to get married, live a good life, have children, raise their children right. That's how it's supposed to be. But now people are teaching. So you take a young boy who's taught respect women, open doors for women, pull the seat out for a woman, pay for the food. And then you have women raised, girl, you don't need no man. Girl, you independent, you strong, you fierce, child. And then you imagine both of those trying to live in peace in the same house. It's chaos. Because now they just both fighting against each other. But it goes back to the parents. And especially what do they see? What do they see in the house? You know, what are they seeing? Are they seeing mom and dad go off on each other every 5 minutes? Are they seeing mom and dad go off on each other? You know, so I'm over here sweating. I got to cut my AC on. Just a second. Sorry for that brief intermission. I had to go cut the AC. I'm over it. Fat man sweating. But let me look at some more of these because let me see where we got. We got URS on ours. My mom. Hold on. Let me back up one. We got the credit solutionist. She says no spanking. And then we got URS on ours. He says, my mom would slap me so hard by the time I stopped rolling, my clothes would be out of stock. Hey, somewhere in between there, Oz. Somewhere in between not spanking and then having to change your clothes when you roll down the hill. Somewhere in there. Let me see who else I got. I am happy in you. My grandparents were the old school. Children are to be seen, not heard. That's true right there. That's 100% true. That's 100% true. And then we got Randall Oliver. You just talking on several different subjects that you do not know. That you do not know what you're talking. Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. What don't I know what I'm talking about, Mr. Randall Oliver? You want to call me? I can give you a number. You can tell me what I don't know what I'm talking about. Leave me a message. I'll give you a number to call. I love talking to people. I'm talking about a lot of stuff I don't know what I'm talking about. But you clicked on my page. You sitting here listening to the whole thing. You don't know. See, that's those people I like to meet in person though, because it's easy to say I don't know what I'm talking about over a live stream, but if I was sitting with you in person, you'd be walking around angry because you don't know what you're talking about. People like that, they have attitude like angry, menstruous women. You don't know what you're talking about. Well, what don't I know what I'm talking about? Be more clear about that. That's all you gotta do. Be clear. Tell me what you think I don't know. Okay, I'll listen. But that don't mean I have to agree. I don't even care. I like if you don't agree. Don't agree with me. But at least be voiceless in what you think I don't know what I'm talking about. That's all you got to do. I love them people leaving in the comments. They say some scathing stuff in those comments, man. But, you know, like I said, if I meet those people person to person, they'll have a change of heart. I'm not a violent person. I ain't talking about no violence. So don't be, oh, he's threatening that guy. I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying, like, it's different talking on a live stream in front of a camera than talking. See, y'all, I can't see nobody. I can't see no faces. Only thing I see is numbers on the screen. I mean, words on the screen, and I'm talking to a phone. I'm not even doing this from a laptop. So I'm literally talking, looking at my own face. So it's not, I'm a personable person. I like to talk to people. So, and I'm doing this off the cuff. I don't write nothing. I ain't sitting down writing no scripts. I'm talking to you how it's coming in my head. That's it. I don't have to have no script. You know, I'm just being upfront with you. Let me see what we got. Okay, let me see. Hey, that's right. I'm happy in you. I am a real one. I ain't one of these fake ones that jump bandwagon with stuff like, I ain't gonna name no names, man, but it's a few. It's a few that get on there and they start jumping ship. There's one in particular, because me, I'm a diehard Trumper. I don't care what nobody say. I don't agree with every single thing he say, but I agree with most of what he says, and that's what matters. Like even in your family, you're not going to agree with everything everybody's saying, but you still love that person. And when you quickly jump off the or not even gonna say bandwagon, but when you quickly jump off the train, that says something to me about you. Because in one moment you talking out your mouth, oh, Trump is this, Trump is that. He's gonna, dig us out of this hole. And he says one thing, you take it way out of context, and now all of a sudden, oh, he lost my vote. He lost my vote. Like, why? I thought you was with it. It's either you in or you out, dude. Now you can say, hey, I agree with that thing he says. But you're telling me, since you disagree, you're gonna just, oh, he ain't getting my vote. Well, who you gonna vote for? Beto? Who you gonna vote for? They talking about letting The Rock run for president? For what? So they can tell about steroids? How to wear a dang hula dress? Hula skirt, whatever they call them? The Rock don't need to run for president. He need to run his butt to the studio and shoot more of them whack movies he makes. That's it. Let's see what else we got in the comments. Now, y'all gotta forgive me. I broke my glasses. I gotta buy some new glasses. So just bear with me. I'm trying to read these, and my eyes are a little bit blurry because I'm getting old. Let me see. Oh, Randall becoming a star. Y'all feeding this dude now. That's what God gave you, 2 ears and 1 mouth, so you should listen twice as much as you talk. Remember that. That sounds like a. And God said that you need to remember his mouth. I'm just kidding, man. I love you, man. It's all good. I mean, like I said, I can't even see you. I don't even know what you look like. You could be a old lady sitting at the keyboard. I have no idea. Your name is probably really Charlene or something. So I don't know. Do we have any questions? If you got any questions, leave it in the chat. Does somebody want to call in? Let me know. I'll put a number up there so you can call in too. We can talk. How high is gas where y'all live at? Right now, gas is pretty freaking high. And I live in Texas, where it's probably some of the lowest prices in the state. But it's high. Y'all remember that guy from a long time ago? He said, the rent is too damn high. The gas is high. Can you please explain? Somebody, Dan Patera asked me to explain the passage of time again. Because Kamala Harris, she was explaining the passage of time. And holy smoke. I'm happy in you. We're at 608 for regular. Golly. Lord have mercy. See, they trying to make us like China used to be. You remember when Chinese, like back in the 80s, I don't know how old y'all, but back in the 80s, the Chinese were just riding bikes everywhere. I mean, they didn't have, hardly nobody even had a car. They were literally riding bikes everywhere and walking all over the place. Until, they got America in their pocket and all the business went over there. Now these dudes sitting pretty. And they're trying to get, now we're going to be to the point where we all riding bikes and taking public transit everywhere. Ooh, $4.99. Ooh, $3.78. Golly, you a driver? I'm happy in you. You a truck driver? I don't know if y'all heard this. Y'all didn't hear my I don't know if y'all heard my intro music, but it's very good. Very good intro music. Watch this. I'm gonna play it one more time. Watch this. Listen.
Hello, warriors.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, let me turn my speaker on so y'all can hear this.
Power on.
Because like I said, this is my buddy from District Ad Productions. He made this beat for me. Because once I get all my technological things, my new computer and everything together, then I'm gonna have the setup where I can just start it and it starts playing. But I'm doing the low budget dollar store brand version right now. But listen to this right here. Tell me if you don't like it. Hold on.
Fellow warriors, 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 warriors.
Just listen to this.
Voice. For the district.
Warriors, warriors,
Hello, warriors, warriors, warriors. Yeah.
warriors,
Hey, they copyright struck me one time for I was playing a song when I did the live stream. So that's gonna be my new theme music. Like I said, District Ad Production, San Antonio, Texas. Voice the Name is the name of the gentleman that did that for me. So let me look and see if I got any more questions because I'm about to wrap up here in a minute. Yes, we need a father. Yes, you are right. Strong women don't say they are strong. They show it and respect and honor their husband. Mick Barr. MC Barr. I'm sorry if I'm not reading these names right, but like I said, my glasses, I have a pretty bad astigmatism. But let me tell you this. Women, and you ever notice the women that are most respectable, most humble, most just they seem more powerful is women that are humble. Look at Melania Trump. Elegant woman, very respected. You never, ever see her disrespecting her husband. Now, let me talk. Let me talk, Donald C, because, see, the way you did the taxes wasn't right. I can show you how to do it. You know how everybody just feel like they got to be scared of black women for some reason? You do not have to be overbearing to your man. There's no point in doing that. I understand it's popular here, but you don't have to do that. You don't have to beat your man down to lift yourself up. You know, if you respect him, you're lifting yourself up because people are seeing that. Like, wow, man, that's a nice woman. And she really respects her husband. But no, you look at TV, you got these wimps like, what's that dude's name on with Charlemagne the God? What's that Puerto Rican kid's name? DJ Envy. Dude went on national TV with his wife, airing his own dirty laundry. I cheated and I'm a terrible person. And then she just, yeah, that's right. Tell everybody. Now, you know this woman is out there sleeping with every Tom, Dick, and Harry she could find now. Because now she got him with that. He ain't never, anything he do is going to be attached to that. She going to be spending his money and then let him mess up. She going to divorce that dude and get all his stuff. He ain't going to be doing DJ Envy on the Breakfast Club. He going to be doing, thank you for choosing Popeye's Chicken. How can I help you? You want fries with that? She gonna clean house. But that's what it is, man. If women understood their roles, men understood their roles, society would be so much better. So much better. But this age where everything is so artificial, you know, you don't really know who you're dealing with. You go online, even me, you don't know my whole life. You don't know everything I'm going through. You just see me. You see my videos. I might be laughing and saying some funny stuff, but you don't know me. You don't know the stuff I'm dealing with. So you imagine these people that shaking their butt in front of the camera and all this and doing all these stupid challenges and they taking a picture of the booty and all that, and you thinking they happy. Them people are miserable. You imagine waking up every day taking pictures of your own butt? If people didn't pay attention to it, they wouldn't do it. That's the truth. But teaching little girls this. Look at the TV shows they got on. Teen Mom OG. First off, you're an OG, you're not a teen. And then OG, that doesn't even make sense because OG means original gangster. So you're a teen mom, original gangster at having premarital sex with random dudes? I don't get it. Oh, the call-in number. Hold on, let me see. Call-in number is area code 726 254 4776. 726 254, not 4, 4776. Call in. You got a few more minutes before I cut this live stream off. So if you call, and I will talk to you. All right. Like I said, I mean,
How long?
I think things are a lot simpler than we make them. I think we spend a lot of time competing with each other for no reason instead of working together. Racism is fake. Okay, so here it is. You have racist people, certain people. That individual might be a racist person, but when you group everybody in, that's like people do. Oh man, see, them white folks don't like black people, or the Mexicans don't like this, black. But what you don't get is it's not about race, it's about culture. Because if it was about race, why do Africans that come from Africa, why is they don't like black Americans? They call us tatas, which means like throwaway or worthless. But we over here see our motherland, Africa, and we out here, man. We trying to fight for the brother, man. You see, man, they holding us back. And them people in Africa come over here and blow us out the water, education wise, economically, family wise. They come over here and do it all. They get houses, they get businesses, they get educated, and we sit over here shooting each other on the corner of a country that we were born in, given all the opportunity in the world. And who do we blame? Not ourselves. It's the white man fault. And the white man holding us back. Somebody can call, y'all scared. The creative solution is just put my number up. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I almost. No, I wasn't trying to do that. Oh my gosh, hold on. I was not trying to do that. Hold on. No, I didn't try to do that. Hey, I'm happy you. I was not trying to delete you, bro. I don't have my glasses on. All right, there you go. All right. I'm still waiting on that call in. I'm gonna shut it out. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. How does anything that you talked about relate to the Bible? It just don't. It's just your personal opinion, and that's my point. Call me. Call me Randall Oliver. I know a little bit about the Bible. You might be surprised. I'll wait. Please call me. Please. Please. Tell me what I don't know about the Bible, Mr. Randall Oliver. Anybody else? Better hear him call because I'm about to cut it off. Let me see what else we got. Call in, Mr. Randall. Speak your mind, sir. Yep, but biblical matters. What Bible matters you want to talk about? You want to talk about tithes and offering? What do you want to talk about? I mean, I don't know. What I can say is that one thing I know is that morality has gone down the tubes in America. Way down the tubes, even in the churches. Man, a lot of the churches you see ain't about that life. A lot of them are there to get money. If you got to get, look at the guy. What was the guy's name? The preacher who hawked a loogie in the guy's face and rubbed it on. I can't even remember his name right now. I think it's Mike Todd. Why is that going on in a church? In a church. So they try to draw similitude between when Jesus made mud in his hand and brought the man's eyesight back. So the guy hawks a loogie in his hand and rubs it in the guy's face. That was supposed to be healing for him. So that's what churches are at now. We already had the big mega church boom with Joel Osteen. Joel Osteen, I believe this Bible, and Bible is what it says I am, and I am what the Bible says, and the passage of time is here, and the significance of. He was just, So we had that. Then we have all the miming in church. What is that? What is miming? Why are you miming at church? But that's the moral compass of America is going down the tubes. It's really going down the tubes. And so I just encourage anybody, get with your family. If you got kids, tell them the truth. Don't sit there and sugarcoat and lie to them, beat around the bush, because you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, or you don't want them to hurt somebody's feelings, because in the end, when they're grown and when they're out there, they're going to have a hard time in the real world, because the real world will hurt your feelings. The real world don't give a crap about you. Yep. It says still eating out of their garden to feed their kids and struggling with the bills and getting up and going to work every day, doing that what the Bible says. I can't remember. Doing with what though? That didn't make any sense. This is in the Bible says to be in this world, but not of this world. Okay, that's true. So it says it's not just standing for Trump, it's standing for what is right and what is wrong, helping the American people that are struggling, poor people. They're down here eating out of their garden. Okay, I'm not getting your comment, bro. Eating out of the garden. I don't understand what that has to do with morality. You talking about the Garden of Eden? I don't understand that one. Matthew says there will be wars and rumors of wars. This has to happen no matter what president, no matter what the people stick together and we help one another. No, that's not. You look, when you're in a war, okay, so check this out. If you're at war with somebody, you and Mojo are at war, and I go and pick a side, now I'm at war. That's not how that works. You don't go and jump in everybody's situation. You don't go and jump. Look, we went over and just jumped into Ukraine. For what? They not going to come help us with nothing. We have to take care of our own country. We got illegal immigrants, everything going on over here. Influx of fentanyl, drug overdoses. Why are we worried about what other countries? You never heard this old saying, sweep around your own front porch before you come sweeping around mine. Because you over here in everybody else's business and your stuff is going to shreds. Your stuff is falling apart. So why do we as Americans always have to get involved in other people's stuff? Yeah, you feed people, you help people, but you don't have to get involved in everybody's wars. That doesn't even make any sense. You don't get involved in everybody's wars. Take care of your country. Take care of us. Secure our border. Use that $80 billion to secure our border. That's what you should be doing. So, you got real Christians, and then you got fake Christians. We should be helping every single person alive. Nah, you only choose to do that when it's people you like or you like to deal with. That's it. You know, if you take the parable of the Good Samaritan, that's a good idea, because the Samaritan Jews hated each other. They couldn't stand each other. That's the real help right there. But not, oh, I like this guy, now I'm going to help him. Ooh. Well, whatever, dude. We ain't supposed to be in everybody's wars. All right, I'm going to read a few more comments, and then I'm getting off of this live stream. I'm happy in you. It says the real world is unforgiving, and it's faith in God and the support of those around us who help give the strength to overcome everything. You could be strong enough to go at it alone, but why would you? Good point. The war sure took the focus off Hillary. That's what Dana Patera said. Yes, it did. But we will see. We just have to have a wait and see attitude. You know, we're going to wait and see what happens. Everybody not getting away with everything. But I tell you what, I will be going live. I will be going live more frequently. And I thank y'all for joining me. And I hope you share my channel. When y'all see my videos, even if it make you laugh, if it don't make no sense, just share them with somebody. Put them on your Facebook page, your Instagram, whatever. Share it. And, get the message out there. You know, I ain't the brightest dude in the world, but I'm in the world. I'm here. I'm saying what I got to say. And I love y'all. So all I have to say is keep fighting the fight. Love each other. Peace. We out.